I'm just heading home, and I spoke yesterday about how From the Hearth, the local restaurant, released a statement about them allowing the Moms for Liberty group to hold a meeting on their private property. I just want to make sure everyone knows that this is a meeting designed to be anti-LGBTQ. The entirety of the Moms for Liberty group absolutely hates gay people. And it frustrated me seeing that the owner of From the Hearth made this bullshit cop-out statement saying that, well, I'm going to allow them, and I'm going to allow anybody who disagrees with them to come do something at the same time. I got home and I'm editing the video, so I wanted to add more to it. I wanted to put in right there that not only did they say that, they also used it as an opportunity to drum up business from both sides. They were like, I don't care if you hate gays or love gays. Come on down to our business so that you can pay us money. That was the stance he took, and I'm not even going to get into how slimy I think that was. Capitalism. But guess what? Our Constitution has nothing about capitalism written into it anywhere. So I just felt like they took that opportunity instead of standing against bigotry. They took that opportunity to try to make some fucking money. Just wanted to put that in here real quick. There isn't both sides trying to go push hateful anti-LGBTQ propaganda at their business. So that was an extremely fucking bullshit cop-out. I've seen people online trying to make all of the most ridiculous bullshit excuses for this business. Just find anything to justify their decision to allow anti-LGBTQ hatred to take place on their private property. And that argument I'm seeing people saying is, oh, well, they can probably get a lawsuit for discrimination against these Moms for Liberty people. No, they fucking can't. They can't. You know why? Because simply being a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian or an Independent, whatever your political class is not a protected class. It just isn't. You are not protected. You are not going to ever be a victim of a hate crime because you simply are part of a political party. That's the thing. Protected classes, for example, the LGBTQ community, like the type of people they're allowing a hate meeting to happen against, are able to file discrimination lawsuits and take someone to court for discrimination. And the difference is, no one's fucking born a Republican or a Democrat. No one's born a Fox News viewer. No one's born a CNN viewer. No one is born these things. And that's why they're not protected classes. And saying that, well, they could just allow it because they don't want to get sued for discrimination, that is just another fucking cop-out. God, that is what I'm trying to get people to understand, is that this is a company on private property, which means they have the absolute right to trespass any type of political, hateful organization or activity on their property without consequence. And then somebody was like, oh, well, then they'll just claim that it's a religious discrimination. Okay. Let's think a little ahead here. So, these people, they claim to be Christians, right? Does not the Christian faith teach you that all people are God's children and to love your neighbor? So explain to me how someone's going to make an argument in a courtroom that they were discriminated against because of their religion when they themselves are actively violating the terms and conditions of their own fucking religion. God. You know, there's an old saying, and this really is an old saying. You can fucking Google it. If there are 10 people sitting at a table and 5 of them are not, how many are sitting at that table, the answer is fucking 10. Because if you have the power to disallow blatant bigotry on your private property and you choose not to for literally any reason, guess what? You're fucking complicit. And there's not a single fucking person on this planet that will ever convince me otherwise. Oh, you guys thought the video was over. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to add in that if From the Hearth made a decision to allow LGBTQ hatred to happen on their property because they were afraid of retaliation from the fucking local MAGA people, then what does that tell you right there? It means that business owner knows that if he doesn't side with the liberal people, nothing bad is going to happen to his business. He's not going to get vandalized. He's not going to get hurt. He will not be harmed. But if he decided that he needed to side with these Moms for Liberty bigots because he is afraid that these MAGA people will harm him, harm his family, harm his business, do something terrible to him, destroy his reputation, what the fuck more do I need to say?